So talking about research, when you're about to launch a new hotel, how can you know what type of hotels, or the luxury one or the budget one?
Sure.
And what type of customer is going to be?
Sure. So first of all, on an investment point of view, so of course we acquire land, and for that price of land, we have to make sure we have actually to identify what kind of revenue we need to get to be able to return that investment, right? So first there is a financial study, feasibility study, and based on that, we will also do a market research to see what is working in the area. Is it economy? Is it mid-scale? Is it upscale or luxury? Which of these in the area will give us the most return? What will be our competitor set? Can we really compete with them? So there is many questions that we have to answer before going on a project. So we don't go with the idea to open a luxury. We go first because we find a location, maybe it's a prime location, and then we will analyze and see what is the best fit, right? But of course, when we look at a global strategy for the company, the goal is to diversify. We need to cover all the segments, and which we already did, and we need to grow every single segments. But then, whenever we decide which brand we go with or which segment we go with, we have to do a market analysis and research to see what would work best. That's very important. Yeah.
So since you have a lots of market segment, is it different? The tools for marketing is it different in each segment? Totally.
I mean, I would say that the tools there is some similarities, right? But the actions will be different. The customer target will be different. So we need to understand, of course, who are our customers and who we want to target and how we're going to target them and what do we want to get back, right? So I think that's very important. So for each hotel and segment, we have marketing plans. Marketing is key. I mean, you can have a good brand, you can have a good location, but if you don't market your hotel right, you will have difficulties to success. So marketing is number one. We need to make sure that we have the right strategies, the right tools, and from there, of course, if everything is in place, we should be able to see good results. So the way we do marketing is actually there is two ways. There is the offline marketing, which is very traditional. Will be the advertising on magazines. So there will be different channels for each segment. Let's say for luxury, you will go more on a lifestyle, more of a high-end magazines and channels. Maybe for economy, you're going to go more into a mass media channel. So there will be differences in that sense. But we will be doing offline marketing, but also online marketing. And online marketing is very important because, as you know now, the trend is changing. We actually in Erawan, for the last 5 years, we've been shifting more of our budget from offline to online. Because online, you can have a bigger reach if you do it right. You can have a bigger reach, even locally, but also internationally. So if you have the right tools and you have the right understanding of how to market your hotel, then you would success. So I would say the tools there are similarities, but the way you do the marketing will be some differences from the luxury to the budget brands, definitely. Yeah.
What differentiates Erawan Group from other hotels?
Well, I cannot speak bad about our competitors. Actually, we try not to look at them as a competitors, but they are doing the same business as us, and we need to all success together. I think all the companies are looking at growing the tourism into the country. So we are in the same business model, I believe, from few companies, and we operate. I would say there is some similarities on the way we operate. What differentiates Erawan, I would say that it's really that we really take time to invest on the right things. I think that's the right word to say. We have a master plan which is, I'll say, quite aggressive in the number of hotels that we need to grow, but we always do it being cautious about how we invest, where we invest, And I think that that make the difference, because I believe that all the projects that we've done so far have been very successful. So that make us different in that sense, that we really make sure that that we cover all the components before taking decision in investment. I think that's very important. And what's also differentiate us is that we really, I believe that we are one of the only investor and developer which covers every single segment. I believe there might be one or two other companies, but we really covered all the segments possible. And I think that's also a good differentiation. And that is important for the sustainability of the company, because when you have, let's say, a decline of a specific market or a specific segment, you have other segments to compensate. You know, so if the luxury went down, you know, you have the economy that supports, and also actually to share with you the launch of Hopin brand. The strategy behind that as well is that we do not rely at all on international tourism. It's a pure local market business. So that's also risk mitigation, right? When there is a drop of business within, I mean, inbound business into the country, we can still survive because we have a strong base of local market within those hotels.